Well, also happening in the land today, local officials unveiled a plan for a reimagined downtown Cleveland. All right, now I know you've all heard this before, but what's new with this plan is that it has unified backing by the city, by the county, and other major stakeholders. There's an emphasis on partnership and their plans focused on the economy, environment, and the experience that they want for residents and visitors. Our Kira Cotton was at the meeting this morning and joins us live in studio now to break down the plan. And Key, from what you're telling me, it sounds like this is the plan.
Hey, good afternoon, Betsy. You are absolutely right. One of the biggest takeaways from today's presentation was that public, private, and civic leadership have all rallied around this new vision for downtown Cleveland. Now, local groups, including Destination Cleveland, the Downtown Cleveland Alliance, the county, and the city are all dedicated to working together to recapture the momentum that the city had before the pandemic hit. Now, the plan focuses on three areas, as you mentioned: the economy, environment, and experience. Those focuses have been broken down into a short-term and long-term initiatives that operate under 5 principles. Now, those principles include prioritizing inclusion, emphasizing action, leveraging opportunity, focusing on assets, and inspiring joy. Now, a major asset that the plan is set to highlight is better use of the river and lakefronts. Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibb says major plans for those are already in the works.
We've been very focused on how do we better connect the core of our downtown to Lake Erie. We're in the final stages of completing our North Coast Connector study. We've dedicated significant capital from our American Rescue Plan investments to jumpstart that effort. So where we're standing right now will one day be an amazing world-class pedestrian bridge where you can walk directly to the lakefront.
Officials say downtown Cleveland is the fastest growing neighborhood in the city. However, they also noted that to be successful, downtown needs ongoing programming, amenities, and easy, safe public access to the waterfront areas. Now, during today's presentation, Mayor Bibb did acknowledge that some of these initiatives may take time, but he is adamant that his partners and his team are dedicated to delivering results. Now, coming up at 5, I'll explain to you how officials plan to address safety, which is a major issue here in downtown Cleveland. Betsy?
Well, Key, I got to tell you, a few years ago, before the RNC was noted to come to Cleveland, downtown Cleveland was basically a work destination. You came downtown to work, and now, as you mentioned, the fastest growing neighborhood in the city. It is just amazing how many folks live, work, and play downtown. So it's nice to give everybody a little bit of flexibility and all that. Our Kira Cotton reporting live from the Lakeshore Forest. Thanks so much, Key. It sounds like it's
happening.
It's happening.
It is happening,
right?
Finally, after so much talk and discussion and debate and, quite frankly, disagreement. It seems like all the major players now are on the same page. That has to happen before any progress takes place. I also think it's interesting to point out, over the last couple of weeks, we have talked about a lot of the monies that are being spent in and around Cleveland. They come from that American Rescues Act,
right,
where the money left over that was set aside for COVID, which was meant to revitalize the infrastructure in large part, a lot of this money. And it's great to see. I love the fact that when Mayor Bibb said, where I'm standing today will soon be a bridge that will connect downtown to the waterfront. That's the missing link, in my view.
And you remember, piggybacking off of the whole RNC concept, when they revitalized downtown for the RNC, they put a new public square in, and they opened up a lot of pedestrian areas downtown already. So all we're really doing is expanding and taking advantage of the real estate that we have sitting next to a great lake. But then from those renderings, they also open up the river and the flats with the waterfront, which is a whole nother level of excitement.
It's going to feel a little like Chicago.
It will.
Because Chicago uses its lakefront and the river, and they do it so well, and it really sort of defines the city. My favorite part of all of the points of interest on that plan, inspiring joy.
Yeah.
We
need that, right?
We need joy.
We're going to get people to move here and stay here. Let's inspire some joy. Make it a happy time.